What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Branded Dude, we have a replay. We are going up against Ryzeal not Fire King, Ryzeal Rescue Ace. So it's a weird variant. I don't know how exactly the synergy between these two engines is, but yeah, we're going up against Rescue Ace Ryzeal. To be honest, throughout this video it's actually mostly going to be Rescue Ace. So yeah, we are playing 50 card build, so a new build that I am trying to test out. 50 cards, and we are going first, and you'll see in our hand, actually no, we're not going first, we're going second. We open Gold Sock, Fusion Deployment, Eclipse, Super Poly, and another Eclipse. Opponent opens Emergency, Airlifter, Full Lost, Bonfire, and Impulse. So yeah, Rescue Ace player is going first. Oh, that volume is a bit too high there, sorry there. So yeah, Rescue Ace player is going first, so summons Impulse, effect, searching for rescue, so he is going to go full combo here. Emergency is going to summon Hydrant, Tribute, Lifter, Hydrant, search for Turbulence. Now Turbulence is an issue, come on, we all know the Rescue Ace plays. Turbulence threats, extinguish, contain, reinforce, and alert. Now Reinforce is a trap card that is not really played. He's going to activate Alert to add Preventer to hand. Link off into SP, set a card. He's going to set Rescue, and then he's going to summon Preventer by banishing Turbulence. So the whole play here is that if Preventer ends up going to grave, he can reborn Turbulence that he's banished if it is sent to grave. So yeah, SP passes turn and we draw into callback, so we need to deal technically we need to deal with SP, and obviously Hydrant is going to hit the field, so we're going to have to deal with Contain, which is basically a monster negate, Extinguish, which is a pop, Reinforce, which basically makes a monster cannot be destroyed. It's basically unaffected by monster effects and cannot be destroyed by battle, I guess the first time, I think. And Rescue, which is basically almost like a DD Crow. So that's what we need to deal with. So we draw call by. Main phase, we activate Gold Sock, banishing Tragedy. We're not playing Allure in this build, we're just playing Gold Sock. So yeah. Search a loop by effect, Chainlink 1. Opponent is going to go Chainlink to Contain to basically effect Veil, Aluba. To this, we're going to chain Eclipse, flipping our monsters face down. Our opponent goes SP, targeting Preventer and itself, which is totally fine, no response. I could have went Super Poly, but it's decided because we're going up against Rescue Ace, rather save the Super Poly for the other trap card. Which one is it? Extinguish. So in case it comes up, we can save it for that. So Aluba here is going to resolve. So yeah, add Brand Fusion. We're then going to go, we're going to go Brand Fusion. No Ash here, so we're going to go into Albion. Chainlink 1 Albion, attempting to perform a fusion summon. To this, our opponent goes Impulse, which is basically going to summon Hydrant from the deck. Yeah, we let this resolve. We don't go call by on Impulse because our opponent does have Rescue, which can basically help dodge call by. So that's why we don't use call by on Impulse. Summons Hydrant, so the Rescue Ace spells and traps will get that additional sort of effects. Banish Albaz and Lubarian. We go straight for Chaos Star Source because I don't want his back row staying there. So Chaos Star Source here is going to target his Reinforce as well as his Rescue. Unfortunately, I was trying to aim for both of his traps because the trap cards are the most annoying to deal with. So Chainlink 2, Reinforce, make Hydrants basically unaffected by monster effects, and it cannot be destroyed by battle the next time it is attempted to be destroyed, I guess, or next time it is destroyed. And then he's going to go Rescue, basically to reborn Impulse from the graveyard. At least we get rid of his back row. Moving on, we enter battle phase, get rid of Impulse, and remember Hydrant cannot be destroyed, so no point attacking it. We then go Fusion Deployment. So yeah, the reason why I didn't use Fusion Deployment earlier is because we were not going to be able to do like crazy amount of damage, I believe. And also we need to deal with Extinguish, which is basically going to pop a card on the field. So yeah, we didn't want to do too much here. So get rid of Impulse, main phase 2, Cartesia. Here we're going to attempt to Fusion Summon. Our opponent goes Extinguish on Albion, which will destroy it. And we cannot activate its effects in the end phase because Hydrant is on the field. Fusion Aluba and Cartesia into Grand Gugno. Grand Gugno here will Foolish Burial Titan declare. Set Eclipse, Super Poly and Call By. Go to end phase. In the end phase we go Titan, summon Quem. Quem here is going to dump, I think we dump a Albaz name. Cartesia add itself to hand. And then with Albion the branded, I can't use Albion the branded because of Extinguish. I forgot about that. So yeah, SP resolves, returning the monsters. End phase, opponent uses Preventer to face down Quem, and goes Reinforce, which will basically reset Rescue onto his field. So past turn, opponent draws. He draws into Emergency. Good draw for him. He then goes Hydrant to search for the field. Search for Airlifter. Does this only add a monster during what is it, during the main phase? You can add one Rescue Ace monster. Okay, so only adds a monster. Normal summon Lifter, search for the field spell, and he's going to use the field spell to shuffle back all his Rescue spells and traps. Reinforce, Extinguish, Contain, and I think also Emergency. Yeah, no, sorry, Alert. Shuffle, draw into Rescue Ace Preventer. Now he's going to use Preventer, put Grand Gugno face down. That is totally fine, it's okay. Because we do have Eclipse, we have Kolbai and Super Poly to hopefully deal with his board. He's then going to go, sorry, actually no, I wanted to know what that rescue does, so yeah. Enters battle phase. I thought he was going to try go for, what's the word? The Zealantis OTK line, you know, if he could. I thought he was going to try go that, you know, into Princess, then Raging Phoenix, and then Zealantis. But no, he enters battle phase, gets rid of Quem, gets rid of Chaos Star Source. We take a bit of damage. Main phase 2. Now here, the whole plan was to try to deal with, what's its name? Turbulence. We didn't want Turbulence to resolve, so Preventer goes to grave, Reborn, Turbulence, and now here I decide, okay, I use Super Poly, getting rid of Turbulence as well as Airlifter, Hydrant, but I forget that Princess can just reborn Turbulence. So this was a slight misplay here, but at least, you know, I guess we're not preventing him from putting other names on the field. We then go Eclipse here. So even though we sort of made a bad move with Super Poly because Princess was on the field, we definitely should have went Eclipse here, but at least we got rid of one body on the field, so he's only going to draw 2 cards here in the end phase. So yeah, I guess it is what it is. Opponent then goes Emergency to summon Turbulence and tributes Airlifter. So you know, our way of trying to prevent Turbulence from using its effect to reset was just wasted, didn't amount to anything. So he's going to go Turbulence, sets Extinguish, Reinforce, Contain, as well as Alert. So yeah, but he can't activate any of those so far because Hydrant is not on the field. Moving on, my opponent then goes into Raging Phoenix. Raging Phoenix goes into Zealantis, and then Zealantis basically just reposition itself. That's really all it's doing. End phase, Eclipse resolves, and then we're going to go Cartesia to add to hand. Opponent drew into a bonfire there. Cartesia added itself to hand, and we draw for turn. We draw Super Poly. We already have a Kolbai on the field, but we don't have much because we do have Grand Gugna and we do have Garura. So I decided, instead of going Super Poly our monsters into Predaplant, flip Garura, attempt to enter battle phase. Opponent goes Alert. Is it Alert? Yeah, Alert to add Impulse to hand. Actually, no, it's going to Reborn. Is it? No, it's adding to hand. My bad. I'm thinking about another card. Enter battle phase, declare destroy Garura to get a draw. We draw into High Spirits. Unfortunately, High Spirits is a dead card because we only play 1 copy of Grand Gugno, so we can't fortunately make use of it to add back the Brand Fusion. Maybe it's time to add in that second Grand Gugno. I don't know. So we set Super Poly and we pass. Opponent draws for turn. He drew into X Ryzeal, so now he finally sees his Ryzeal cards. Bonfire, search for ice. And yeah, unfortunately, we don't have much interruptions here. Sure, we have Kolbai. Super Poly is a dead card because he's not going to play any dark, so we can't go into Predaplant, and you know, the only Super Poly target we had was Garura. So unfortunately, we just have a Grand Gugna hoping to prevent any, you know, damage, too much damage being dealt here. Opponent goes into Detonator equip SP, Preventer here, banish Hydrant, and then he's going to change into battle phase. So he's going to get rid of Grand Gugno, and we're already at 6,200 damage, so 3,000, 5,000, and that is just 8,000 damage there on the field. Well, over 8,000 a little bit. So yeah, rescue ace player takes game number 1. So we go to game number 2. We draw Eclipse, Lubellion, Mercuria, Albaz, and Super Poly. Opponent draws Rhoda, Lancia. Yeah, good hand trap against us. Ice Ryzeal, Impulse, and X Ryzeal. So we go first. We're going to go Lubellion effect, and here we're going to add Serenia. Unfortunately, we don't have much place, but we set Albaz, Super Poly, and Eclipse, and we pass turn. Opponent draws into Emergency for turn. So summons X by sending Dio Drive. X will search for Sword. And then he's going to go Summon Sword, I believe. Yeah, Summon Sword effect to get the search. So he's going to search for Ice Ryzeal. And now here he's going to go overlay into Detonator just to deal with our back row, not into Geodrive because I'm assuming this Geodrive is the only copy he's playing. Then I'm going to go Geodrive to equip, go Rhoda, search for Airlifter. He's going to summon Airlifter effect, search for Alert, which is basically going to add a card from grave to hand, and yeah, or if Hydrant's on the field, add from deck instead. But enters battle phase trying to get rid of our card. I think maybe he knew we had Super Poly, so maybe that's why he entered battle phase first. So yeah, trying to get rid of it first. So we go Super Poly into Mirror Jade, Ceremony effect, since it was discarded, we dump High Spirits because in the off chance that a fusion enters our graveyard before the end of this turn, we can just add High Spirits to hand. And because we also have Mercury, so we have a target. Main phase 2, opponent goes Emergency, summoning Fire Hydrant, tributing Lifter, Hydrant effect. We go Mercury on Hydrant because did we know? Yeah, we do know that our opponent added alert. So here I use Mercury, just prevents Airlifter from adding another Rescue Ace monster. But he does have alert already, which he's going to use to add Turbulence to hand. So yeah, honestly, should have said that Mercury for Turbulence. But we do have Mirror Jade and Eclipse as well. So we're not worried about Turbulence too much. So on the summon of Turbulence, we're going to go Mirror Jade Chainlink 1. Opponent goes Chainlink 2 Impulse, which we are allowed to resolve. We don't go Eclipse yet. So here summons Preventer and we decide to banish Preventer because Preventer should not hit the graveyard even during our turn. So we banish Preventer and then we Eclipse his board instead. So yeah, Turbulence is not going to be able to use its effect, but in the end phase, obviously before Eclipse resolves, we're going to go Albion because we have priority to resolve whichever one of those two effects first. So we have Branded Fusion. Opponent draws into I think it was Ogre as well as Ice. I think another, or okay, whatever. The whole point is he drew into Ogre as a hand trap, and then High Spirits added itself to hand because Fusion went to grave. And lucky for us, Mirror Jade can also banish again during our turn. So we flip Mirror Jade, normal summon Aluba effect, search for Branded White because we do have an Albaz name in the graveyard. And honestly, if Branded White can resolve, we'll get good chain links that will add cards to our hand. But to Branded White, opponent is going to chain Lancia. I don't use Mirror Jade here. I decide, just save Mirror Jade to use in our turn. So we got Branded Fusion. Here we send Alvaz and we send Cartesia to go straight into Albion because we just want to put Albion in grave, summon Lubellion here to place. Opponent doesn't go Ogre here, so we have a body on the field. We enter battle phase, get rid of, actually we can't get rid of Hydrant because Hydrant cannot be targeted for attack since he controls another Rescue Ace card. So I decide, okay, cool, that's fine. We're going to enter end phase. End phase sets Albion Branded Banishment, and Cartesia will add itself to hand. And we don't use okay, I do use High Spirits here. Just put Grand Gugno in the grave because if there's always going to be a chance that Grand Gugno can trigger during our opponent's turn. So just a way to summon Quim, or even I guess Priscinion or Quiritus. So yeah, we use High Spirits, keep Cartesia in hand. We could have searched for a Mercuria, to be honest, we could have, but we'll still be able to search Mercury if Branded Banishment resolves and Lost will be triggered there. So draw phase, opponent draws talents for turn. So in draw phase, we use Mirror Jade, getting rid of Turbulence immediately. Oh no, sorry, we get rid of Hydrant. I'm not sure why we get rid of Hydrant, but okay. Oh yeah, we get rid of Hydrant because even if Turbulence resolves, he still cannot activate his back row this turn unless Hydrant is on the field. So also we can go into Chaos Tarsals to pop his back row. So that's why I decided, you know what, let's not worry about Turbulence, let's get rid of Hydrant. Normal summon Airlifter, search for the field spell, activate field spell, and I think he will use the field spell effect, shuffle back Preventer, Alert, Airlifter, and Hydrant. Well, basically all four of his Rescue Ace cards that are banished, and he's going to draw here. He draws into Fire Engine, Rescue Ace Fire Engine, and then he's going to normal summon Ice. Special summon Ice, sending Ice. And then he's going to overlay straight into Abyss Dweller. Now here, when he activated Abyss Dweller, I did have a slight lag. So I only got, my screen only sorted itself out after Abyss Dweller resolved the effect. So I didn't bother taking it back. I was like, you know what, it's fine. Abyss Dweller is totally fine. So he attacks Mirror Jade. What happened was there was some weird glitch happening with my opponent's deck. Like his deck was still continuously shuffling. So yeah, don't worry about that. The whole point is I just tried to see if get back out and then come back in. Attacks Mirror Jade, cool, no effect of Mirror Jade here, and simply pass turn. So yeah, no Mirror Jade to basically pop his field, and we didn't use Banishment just yet. So because even though he's going to use these set cards, as long as Fire Hydrant is not on the field, he's not going to basically DD Crawl or Banishment target. So draw for turn, we go drew into talents. In the draw phase, opponent is going to go Abyss Dweller, to which we chain Branded Banishment, chain Mirror Jade, and we just put Mirror Jade on the field. We don't try going for Chaos Star Source. Enter battle phase. We're not going to try use Cartesia just yet. Just get rid of a body. Main phase 2, we're going to go Lubellion. I don't use Mirror Jade here. I decided to save it. I could have used Mirror Jade to banish Lubellion. It's totally fine. We let that resolve. emergency, summon hydrant, and sending fire engine from hand to grave. And then we're going to go Cartesia additive. So here I'm trying to force out a monster effect from my opponent, but yeah, nothing yet in main phase. Opponent goes Extinguish, targeting Mergeate, to which we're going to chain Mergeate, sending Titaniclad. And here opponent is going to chain, which one is it? Rescue to Reborn Fire Engine. Fire Engine, in case you don't know what it does, basically if a monster is special summoned, he can special summon a level 4 or lower Rescue Ace monster from hand, deck, or graveyard. So that's what it does. So yeah, we use a Mergeate here. Yeah, so what happened here is because when he used Extinguish, I forgot that he was targeting Mergeate there. So yeah, Mergeate, I was going to go is Chainlink 1 Cartesia, Chainlink 2 Trap, target Mergeate, Chainlink 3 Dispel. Cool, resolves. Mergeate gets popped, so Mergeate banishes Fire Engine. We just get rid of that because I didn't want him to get extra body once Cartesia resolves. Even though Cartesia was Chainlink 1, I decided, you know what, get rid of Fire Engine, it's a big boy. Going straight into Masquerade. On res, we're going to go Lost to add Kit to hand. And luckily for us, we can still activate Brand of Fusion. So we're going to go Kit Effect here to add Brand of Fusion. That is in Brand in White. Actually, we don't go for Brand of Fusion. Yeah, no use going for Brand of Fusion because I don't want to risk the chance of getting hits with Ash Blossom. And I believe my opponent did not have a way to stop Branded in White because his entire back row is gone. So we're going to go Brand in White. Sure, I could have actually went Talents to draw there. Wait, could I? No, sorry, he didn't even use a monster effect. So yeah, we keep Talents back. We go Chaos Star Source. We go Fusion Deployment, banishing Albion and Albaz to go into Chaos Star Source. Chaos Star Source here is going to pop his Field Spell and Fire Engine because Rescue Ace Hydrant cannot be targeted with card effects because he has another Rescue Ace monster on the field. Cool, and we simply pass turn. So opponent draws into Harpies for turn. He's going to go Hydrant here. He's going to add Airlifter to his hand, the third copy, I think. No, he did shuffle one back into his deck, so that is second card. Go Harpies, get rid of Lost, normal summon Airlifter effect, still taking damage from Masquerade, search for Emergency, and then he's going to go he's going to go Emergency basically to reset the trap card. I think he's resetting Extinguish. Yeah, reset Extinguish, which he can activate now. Extinguish to pop Masquerade, which we allow to resolve. Then going to activate Emergency, summoning Preventer and tributing Airlifter. Preventer is going to flip Chaos Star Source down, link off into Heater. Preventer is going to trigger to reborn the Fire Engine that he was banished. And then here, he's going to go link off into Princess, reborn. I think he's going to reborn Turbulence reborn Sword. Sword here will get a search, and we're going to go chaining to Grand Gugno. Grand Gugno here summon Quem. And then Sword will search X. Quem on summon will Foolish Burial. We Foolish Burial Retribution, that way we can add Brand Fusion back to hand. Retribution, add Brand in White because in case my opponent does link off into basically just makes a card leave the extra deck, we can just have a card for Albaz to discard. And anyways, we were under the effect of Talent a long time ago, so it doesn't matter. So my opponent decides to link summon, and then we're going to trigger Quem to reborn Mergeate, and then here immediately I go Mergeate effect, attempting to banish the Raging Phoenix, but obviously as turn player it's going to be Chainlink 1 Princess and Chainlink 2 Mergeate just to banish because we don't want him to go for the Zealantis OTK line, so we're getting rid of that link 4. So that results, and remember guys, I sent Sanctifier. Now if you're wondering why Sanctifier is here, no, it's not in the main deck. We sided in Sanctify, that's why, because I kept in Lancia as well, because Rescue Ace Turbulence can only summon itself mainly if it banishes itself, and technically quite a number of cards summon themselves by banishing cards, so that's why we sided in Lancia, and Sanctify is just there just in case we cannot draw into Lancia, but we can send Lancia to the graveyard and then reborn Lancia and then use its effect on the field, so that's why it's there. So the reason I sent Albion is because I'm literally running out of all my Albaz fusion monsters. There's both Albions are out of the grave. Rinbrom, Titaniclad, Sanctifiers. All I had was a Lubellion and one more Mergeate left. Okay, so that was a bit thing. So I needed to find a way to recycle Retribution ASAP. So yeah, banish Raging Phoenix, pop Mergeate, and Princess summon itself. But to this, my opponent scoops. I don't know why I didn't go Talents to draw. But yeah, anyways, we win game number 2. So now we go to game number 3. Game number 3, open Albaz, Lost, Mercuria, Thrust, and Goldsock. Opponent opens Ogre, Alert, Rescue Ace, Tropo Tactics, Thrust, as well as Fire Hydrant. So yeah, He's going first, Hydra in effect, normal summon, search for preventer. He's then going to go alert, add impulse to hand, but here he doesn't have much play, so he sets rescue. So yeah, unfortunately no other plays, nothing to do there. We didn't activate a monster effect, so Thrust is dead, so he passes turn. Lucky for us, not much interruptions to deal with. Draw for turn, we draw Albion, we go Gold Sock, banish Tragedy. Tragedy will add their Luba. And now here we are going to go Albion effect. We decide to send Retribution just to put it in grave because we don't want to draw into it. So we draw into another normal summon, unfortunately. Normal summon a Luba effect. Opponent goes Chainlink to Impulse. Impulse is going to summon Fire Engine. That way if we perform a special summon, he can summon another level 4 body. Add Brand of Fusion. We're then going to activate Thrust. Search for talent, so that way we can rip Ash Blossom in his hand, but we see he doesn't have, so we just rip the Ogre. Lucky for us, so Brand Fusion is going to resolve. Last Fusion and my opponent's Goose, because yeah, literally in this situation I'll go into Albion, banish whatever dragons, go straight into Chaos Star Source. I'll literally pop the set as well as Fire Engine, and honestly I think we were able to deal a lot of damage there. Could we be able to go for game? Maybe. Honestly, actually, yeah, we're gonna have to try deal with this rescue card, which basically, if we went into Albion, going to Lebellion going to Mergeate, banish this, we have to deal with this, and then he would just go rescue Reborn Airlifter, so we cannot attack this. So yeah, most likely we're gonna go to Chaos Star Source, pop these two cards, so get them out of the way. Tribute, put Lebellion, put Regained, and then end phase we can set up. I guess we can set up line for Lad in that situation, but yeah. Luckily for us, our opponent scooped here, and yeah, we ended up winning game number 3. So yeah, guys, he did have Ryzeal cards in his deck, but yeah, we didn't see much of that engine and rescue S. Yeah, that is it. We didn't see Harpies, we didn't see Lancia, we didn't see Evenly. We just had to rely on our branded engine. So, but 50 cards. Yeah, guys, that was the replay. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.